Effective allies are self-aware and they know the role they want to play. So what role do you want to play as an ally? I have 5 unique flavors of allyship that I call the allyship umbrella. The first is a mentor. A mentor is somebody you hope to be someday. So this is somebody that's already doing what you hope to do, perhaps career-wise or in other facets of your life. This is somebody that gives advice, that explains, hey, when that happened to me, here's what I did. They've been there, done that. The second role is a sponsor, and a sponsor is in rooms where decisions are made. This is really an important role for people with power or people with influence. And so thinking about if I'm in rooms where decisions are made or people listen to me more when decisions are made, how can I really make sure that I'm proactively seeking other different types of talent, different types of folks to be an advocate for them in those rooms? So a sponsor is a really underutilized and super important role. An advocate is usually the most popular role, but it's actually a little more complex because it needs to be consistent and intentional over time. It is not one swooping action, one social media post, showing up at a protest. It's really a sustained series of really intentional activities. And so being mindful about whose voices are being heard, who's influencing decisions, whose voices are not being heard, who's not being included, who's not showing up, and being mindful about amplifying the voices of others that are less heard, people that are less seen, people that are less considered in decisions. The fourth role is the coach, and it's my favorite as a certified master coach. But it's 3 things the coach does really well. Asks questions, really good open-ended questions that begin with words like what or how. They listen, reflective listening, playbacks, pausing, really have a metered conversation, a back and forth. And then they promote self-discovery. So this is very different than a mentor in that they don't give advice. They often look for you to have your own insights. And then the last one, my least favorite, is the challenger. And the challenger is somebody that really gives feedback, constructive feedback, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Kind of put up the mirror and say, hey, do you see this thing? This is something you could be better at. And they challenge you through feedback, through stretch assignments and making sure that you're doing things that you haven't done before, that you're getting out of your comfort zone. So perhaps one or many of those roles resonated with you. The next step is to really think about who could benefit from those roles in your life and maybe nudge them and say, hey, I'm looking into allyship. I'd love to show up for you in this way. What might that look like? Be brave.